Alright, how you doing everyone? It's me, Green Zero, and I'm bringing you another VOD by request here today. Let's have a look at our players here. We've got Imgonnalearnbh, which I'm assuming is Imgonnalearn Blackhand, who's playing as Nod, funnily enough, against Somnambulist. I think that's how you say that. He's playing as GDI, is also an observer. I think Imgonnalearn Blackhand goes by another name. It's Niglafar or something like that. Probably got that wrong. I probably said that wrong, but this is his Smurf name here is a lot easier to say, so I'm just going to call him Imgonnalearn Blackhand. And Somnambulist, who obviously I know, I've seen quite a few games. He's a pretty solid GDI player right here. So anyway, let's close and start. So obviously Blackhand, or Imgonnalearn Blackhand, playing as Nod in the right hand side on tournament decision. There you go, he plays as a power plant. That's very nice. That's good work. And Somnambulist, he also plays as a power plant. I bet you didn't see that coming. Yes, and oh, what's with the barracks placement there, Bullist? Oh man, spin it around. Come on, I know it's just a little bit of extra effort. And dual barracks, not a big fan of dual barracks on this map. I tend to just go single barracks. But yeah, a lot of people do go double barracks. I mean, both builds work. It's just really what you prefer. And look at that. Is that a secret shrine? We're going to see shadow teams. Bam, shadow teams, dual shadows coming along board. Usually when Nod do this, they tend to build an extra squad as well. But it doesn't look like that's the case, and these guys need to get moving straight away if they're going to go for a power plant. But tournament decision, you can't really do the power plant thing because it's just the map is too big, and Somnambulist has placed his not quite all the way to the back. But yeah, tournament decision is quite a big map, so it tends to be too difficult to get the power plant first. So they tend to go for the spikes. I've seen a lot of Nod players do this. He's heading down here too, and he's going to cut off both his engineers. He's going to kill both the engineers. The shadow team's bugging out a little bit, but they're still going to they need to get out of the Tiberian field because they're getting damaged. Probably not the best place to land, and he has not got that engineer and that one there. Oh no, that is going to cost him. He really needs to stop those two because his economy is down. He's only just placing his refinery, and the war factory is already up, and already I think this is going to be a pitbull because Somnambulist knows that there are shadow teams because he obviously just lost a squad, and he's going to go, ooh, here come the shadow teams. Is he going to go down here? No, there was already a shadow team down here, sorry. So it looks like he's found both of them. He knows they're both there. He's got a tower queue. He could cut these guys off, but he's gone for an APC instead, and he's going to cut down those shadows. That's not very good. One shadow team is down. The other one takes off. That's not a good idea because the rockets from the pitbulls will do a lot of damage there, and these shadow teams are getting massacred. Oh, that was not good. Normally when the Nod players go for the shadow teams, they just end up harassing for just so long, but really Learned Blackhand has not done enough there, and he's gone for an operations center. I think he feels that he didn't do well enough there. And now he's gone for an operations center. He does not have this spike. I'm not sure if he had lost his engineer or if his engineer was cut off. He's just losing scouts in the middle of the map now. That's not good. Somnambulist is definitely a long way ahead now. Again, this is by request. I'm not too iffy there because the start of that game has gone very heavily in favor of Somnambulist here, and it's gonna take a lot to come back from that. I mean, he's going for Flame Reckoner, which is good if he can get it into the enemy base. He needs to get it all the way there without it being spotted though, because Somnambulist has already countered very, very well. Here comes the people. He's going to go in his base and he's going to be like, where's the second ref? You know, surely he would have had a second refinery by now, even with the shadow teams. He's only just got his second harvester out, and Somnambulist is going to know, he's good enough to know that there's still something wrong here, and there's obviously, he's probably thinking flame tanks. He's got a flame reckoner heading this way. He's putting engineers in his APCs, and he's going to go get his spikes. He's only building harvesters though. I would have thought he would have suspected something was coming his way. He's not going to see this flame redeemer. He obviously didn't see it over here because he would have built something. And that pitbull is heading back to the base. And this is very nice placement of this reckoner as well because it's got 3 buildings. It's probably got 4 buildings. Could we destroy 4 buildings if he's good enough? A silo drop is a must here. Somnambulist needs to drop a silo. He could drop a silo right in there and block it off. And this here is going to get Imgonnalearn Blackhand back into the game. He drops the war factory, so now he's going to be really hard pressed to stop this. Like, seriously, how's he going to blast open the armor on this Reckoner? Reckoners have a lot of armor. If you got no units there to take him down, you're in serious trouble. These are gun weapons aren't doing hardly anything. There's the silo drop a little bit late, but you can see, look how quickly the silo drops. It's really just to try and screw your opponent up. You drop the silo, they stop shooting. You drop the silo, see they stop shooting, and now he's got to reorder it. It just gives you, it just delays and delays and delays. And the silos are only $100, take 5 seconds to build. It'd be good if they only took 1 second to build, because really at $100 they should only take 1 second to build. But look at that, he's replaced his war factory there. He's going to lose his refinery, and this is really getting him back in the game. Oh no, he stopped firing. Destroy it, attack the refinery. If he gets this refinery, he'll be, oh yes, he just got it. Oh man, if he didn't get that, I would have just exit game right now. But no, he's got it, and all of a sudden Somnambulist, he's got 4 harvesters, but he's got no refineries, and he's sold his war factory because he does not have enough. He must not have enough for what do you call it, a refinery. He has to sell everything. He's got an engineer in there. He could go get a spike and get $500. He's got all his harvesters loaded up. They're ready to go. So it looks like I'm going to learn Blackhand got himself back into the game with that Flame Reckoner. His opening with those Shadow teams was, yes, very, very unfortunate. But yes, he managed to get himself back with just one Flame Reckoner. But again, Somnambulist did have the opportunity to scout that, and he didn't see it coming. So Scorp Tank's coming out now, and look at that, it's 5-2. 5-2 for I'm going to learn Blackhand with the Operations Center coming back up now. He needs to get his power up. There's his power now, upgrades those. He's going for some Scorpion Tanks. He really needs to hit Somnambulist while he's down now. Somnambulist has 5 harvesters now on just one refinery, and he's really going to be paying. He's got another building queued here, and it's a war factory. I would have thought he would have gone for another refinery first. I'm not sure how much money he would be pulling out of that. Obviously, he's just got harvesters lined up doing nothing. All of his harvesters are lining up now. He's building some pit bulls. He's obviously worried about maybe some stealth. He could sell this tower. He's obviously gone and captured his spike. He has got that. But yeah, I'm going to learn Blackhand now. Has a massive opportunity to end the game, to go out and kill his opponent, because his opponent is so far behind now. He turned that around massively with just one Flame Reckoner and some very good control, very good ordering. He almost did not get that second ref, but he just manages to correct it. And it looks like he's going to go for an expansion, so he's not going to tech. He's going to go, alright, I've got the other guy down. I'm just going to out-eco him and dual war factory Scorp span him. So there's the buggy. The buggy's moving into the base now. Where is that buggy going? It's going right to the back. It just wants to have a look to see what Somnambulist is up to. He's got his dual ref back. He's actually got 6 harvesters as a result of this. So he could go for a third ref, but really the time it takes to place another third ref is really going to set him back in the unit count and the tech count. He's actually dropped the barracks. I'm not sure what he'd be going for next. He's probably cranking a lot of units. He's got Predator tanks coming now. And it looks like this Spiky is going to go down. Dozer Blade upgrade for the Scorpion tanks as well. That Flame unit needs to destroy the Spike. But he's got nothing but Scorpion tanks. I think he's going to be coming up against Predator Rocket. And that's probably not going to do too well. Somnambulist should be able to defend this with the help of his base. Looks like the Scorpion tanks are just going all in to try and crush. Not being used too effectively there, but they're going to destroy these front Predator tanks here. I don't think he has enough Scorpion tanks. They can't really tank that much damage. There are Predator tanks, there are Pit Bulls mixed in. He's got no more rockets coming out. There are actually a few sitting on the ground right there. And is he going to go after harvesters? You wouldn't think he'd be able to go after harvesters because Somnambulist has so many harvesters. He's got an improper ratio. This harvester's just queuing up here. I mean, he looks like he's going to focus fire one down now, but really that's not going to hurt him very much at all. He's losing way too many units. I think he needs to get out of there. He needs to save those Scorpion tanks. He needs to go back to map control. He does get one harvester. Somnambulist could have pulled that away a little bit sooner. What are these Scorpion tanks going to do now? They're actually focus firing down some of these last tanks. He's actually not doing too badly now. I thought those Predators would have been able to hold this a little bit easier. More rockets coming out of that barracks there. And it looks like these Scorpion tanks now, their health is getting pretty low. That one there is going to go down. 2 more. There's not really much in the way of reinforcements. They're trickling in. He needs to stop this trickling in. That's bad. That's bad if he's bringing his tanks in one at a time. Yeah, he's going to be cleaned up now. It looks like he only lost 1, 2. He lost 1. Did he get, how many harvesters he got? He had 6 harvesters and it looks like he's only got 4 left now. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5. So he only destroyed 1. He almost destroyed a second one, but he really cut the units down. Somnambulist is way behind in his tech. He hasn't even got tier 2. He's cleaned up half of his field. I'm going to learn Blackhand has cleaned up about 3/4 of his field. But look at that. He's got dual ref and he's going for another expansion. He is just going to eco the crap out of Somnambulist here, and Somnambulist needs to get some kind of attack in here because there's not exactly a lot of defense down in the south here. And what's this? Another Reckoner, another Flame Reckoner is coming in, and it's going to get right into this base here. Oh man! And has he seen it? Has he seen it? He's not pulling his units back. He's going for the airfield. He should go for the airfield, I think, but no, he's going for this. That's a good choice as well. He needs to flame down these 2 units. He could get the War Factory first, and look, a big sell-off there. Sell-off of the refinery, and this is going to really just frustrate Somnambulist. The Orca Strike comes in. That does a decent amount of damage to that Reckoner. These units are being forced to come back. What's happening here? Scorpion tanks are pouring in now. So I'm going to let Blackhand just relentless. This is what he needed to do. I really feel that he's doing a pretty good job there, keeping the pressure up, keeping Somnambulist stuck in his base. He is expending a large amount of units. He probably needs to bail those flame units out pretty soon. He might be able to reach that refinery if he clicks on his unit there. I'm not sure. But these Scorpion tanks now destroying harvesters. They're getting cleaned up themselves though, because there are just quite a few too many Predators and rockets there. Even rifles helping out in towers. And oh no, he lost his Reckoner. He didn't de-garrison the flame units. Should always de-garrison the flame units because they got a ton of health and they can just tank so much gun damage before they go down, especially since he doesn't have AP ammo. So yeah, Somnambulist now has no War Factory, and Shadow Team's coming back in. This is relentless now. Oh man, he's doing a great job. We don't often see this. We see the Nod teams do a crippling blow at the start and then they just kind of sit around and go straight to their tech, but he is just putting on so much pressure, so much attacking. Orca's getting pushed back there. what's happening here. It looks like these shadow teams may be waiting for the orcas to come back. And yes, he's waited for 2 to land. He's right, that's enough, and bam, but he only gets 1. The other one manages to perhaps suspect and take off. That's nice work. They're going to quickly get launched and fly away. They need to watch out for the stealth detection. Ooh, no, it doesn't look like there is any stealth detection. No stealth detection there. No pit bulls. The war factory is back up. 1 refinery. Somnambulist is down to 2 harvesters, so he has lost harvesters and refineries alike. And it looks like, what do you call it? I'm going to learn Blackhand has taken a 3rd field, and he's even got, wait, where's this harvester? Yes, it is there. I was like, where's this harvester? It was hiding behind there. Another airfield comes up for Somnambulist. I'm not sure what he's going to do. He's still stuck in his base. He's stuck in his base. He can't really, and he needs to get out. I mean, he's trying to build orcas to be offensive, but he can't. He shouldn't really sit these units around. He needs to go out. He's got no scouts in the middle of the map. If we look up here, he's got no. This is all just fog to him. He can't see anything. And that tower is even under the possession of the Nod player. So that's going to make it super hard. He can see that there's a refinery there because he's got a tiny bit of vision around that spike. You only have a little bit. But it looks like that harvester there's no air defense, and there's 2 that people is revealing it, or doesn't need to really reveal it because once they go on their dock they reveal anyway. And what's happening here? Air tower, probably mine drop coming in. Is there going to be a mine drop coming in? I would have thought he would have called in the mine drop. What's happening in his base? Shadow team's attacking a tower. That's not very good, and he's dropping a laser turret. That's iffy. Here comes a mine drop now. Is it going to hit? It is going to hit. It's going to destroy those units as soon as they move. But oh no, he used to scan, and he's got a pit bull there. Somnambulist, what are you doing? You had a pit bull there. You didn't need to scan. You could just use your infantry to reveal it as well. But he's gonna take that out. I think I'm going to learn Blackhand should have built his tag. Look at this. Oh man, I did not see this. He's got all these reckoners coming in. He hasn't deployed, and that one's forced to deploy, but it's lost a ton of its armor. That one's deploying. That one's deploying. They're all loaded with rockets, and this is big trouble. Look at all the buggies and scorp tanks coming in, and he's doing all this without any of his tech. I mean, he's been using mostly tier 1 units. The reckoners are tier 2. He has got tier 2 upgrades on his scorpion tanks, but he's just moving through, and these harvesters now are going to die. And Somnambulist, I really thought he was like the first 2-3 minutes of the game he was doing unbelievably well, and then I'm going to learn Blackhand turned it around, and then when he had the advantage he pushed it and he kept going and he kept attacking, he kept up these attacks. This game actually isn't half bad. It's pretty good. Somnambulist is probably really frustrated right now. I mean, you can't really blame him because I'm going to learn Blackhand has just kept up relentless pressure, and he's just doing exactly what he needs to do to keep the GDI player cooped up in his base. He hasn't been allowed to go out and attack at all. It looks like he's going to hold this off. Look at that, those rocket reckoners have caused a lot of damage here, and pit bulls now bursting them. That's not going to be good. Those scorpion tanks are going to be able to take those pit bulls, or the scorpion tanks are all dead, so they're going to go. He doesn't de-garrison, probably not much hope in doing that because there's too many APCs. But yeah, Somnambulist has no harvesters. He's probably got one coming out now, and oh, is that a catalyst and a what do you call it, tib vapor bomb. That is crippling, and here comes another reckoner. Is it going to make it? No, he deploys it. He deployed that, he didn't order it, he didn't lose it through armor, he ordered it to be deployed. He should target. Oh, look at that, there's a veteran. No, not a veteran. Elite Predator tank. You want to get that? Oh no! Oh, he's got a heroic Predator tank. Imagine that with railguns. And Somnambulist, look how quickly it can recover its health now. He's actually going to put it into the war factory for super fast repairs. His war factory is just managing to stand. He needs a refine. Looks like that's what he's got coming. And there we go. He's got a lot of destroyed Tiberian bits from dead harvesters there. But he's going to be alright. He's got a heroic Predator tank. That is interesting. And why did he build his Tib Chem plant there? That is very vulnerable, and I think he knows it. He just sold it. He hasn't captured that Tib spike, and he's packing up. He hasn't got a second refi. I'm not sure why he's packing up. Does he have dual Conyard? He doesn't have dual Conyard. He obviously has his tech center there. He's cleaned up a lot of Tiberium. He should deploy here, just garrison these structures, get another what do you call it, refinery there. But Scorpion tanks are coming back in, and that heroic Predator tank I can assume is just going to massacre these single-handedly. I mean, let's see how much damage it does. Look at that. It probably only takes about 3 shots for that Predator to destroy one. 3 or 4. Look, let's see. Oh man, it's firing at that one there. Yeah, it takes off about 1/4 of its health with a shot, and look how fast it shoots. He's got no chance of killing that because it's underneath the war factory's repairs, and it gets its own repairs. And there's flame units in here now. The Predator tank's probably just going to run them over. There we go. But yeah, Blackhand's so resistant to gun damage, it's not funny. They just take so much like firepower to take down. And that harvester moving away. Somnambulist has 2 harvesters now. He obviously built one from his war factory and got one from his refinery. These Scorpion tanks need to keep away from that heroic Predator tank and just destroy these harvesters. And oh, Somnambulist, you're going to have to go back and defend your harvester. That one there's going to have to go back harvesting as well. He's probably going to get that one. But yeah, he is so far behind now. I don't think Somnambulist has any chance of coming back. He does have a heroic Predator tank. He's not going to give up. That's good. Pros never give up. You can't afford to give. And what is that? The construction yard is in his base, and this is just, yeah, I think he's just really pushing to finish this game because he doesn't have an expansion up there. He's taken like 3 fills. He still hasn't taken that spike, which is interesting enough, and an obelisk drop, and this is going to be all over for Somnambulist. So I thought maybe, was it a little bit one-sided? I mean, Somnambulist was under some seriously intense pressure, and he did a good job to last as long as he did. But yeah, I can see why this replay was requested. It's just relentless pressure, really, and it was actually quite a good game to watch. Hasn't got very many downloads or wubs, and Somnambulist has been defeated. Yeah, very, very intense there. I mean, apart from the first few minutes, Somnambulist had a really big edge, and then I'm going to learn Black Hand took a massive risk and brought it back in, so that was nice. And Somnambulist there, yes, getting completely, not say dominated. He did a pretty good job at defending that, but he just couldn't, but, you know, I'm going to learn Black Hand just didn't allow him to come back. Let's have a look at the units tab. There we go. Somnambulist losing quite a bit there, and look at that there. I'm going to learn Black Hand putting on so much pressure that he was just losing more than he was gaining, and that there, look at that there as well. Somnambulist was not losing really anything in that fight, and I'm going to learn Black Hand. He was expending a lot of units to do what he did, but it was paying off big time. Structures, bit up and down, resources, you can see there. This is the advantage from Somnambulist, and then bam, bam, he takes out both refineries, and there's no harvesting there, so he edges it back, and then he's ahead here. He's not really ahead by that much until like the 8-minute mark, when he just starts to really pick up and go, and Somnambulist just couldn't manage that. So well done by both players. Well done from Somnambulist there. He did a pretty good job, especially since he stayed in there and he caused a lot of damage and he fought right to the end there. And I'm going to learn Black Hand. Nice follow-up of the attacks. He kept pressure on, he kept attacking. He didn't just sit back and rush to his tech and let his opponent recover. He kept putting on pressure. Even though he had to expend units to do it, he was still, yeah, right in there. So people are probably going to think that was a little bit one-sided the last half of the game, because it was 117,800 to 65,200, so almost double from I'm Going to Learn Black Hand, and it went for 14 minutes 53 seconds, so you would have thought I'm Going to Learn Black Hand would have got more money than what he did there. And Somnambulist, especially a 15-minute game, and he's only got 65,000, so that's not much at all. He did very well, so that was a very nice match. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to publish that one. That was really nice, so I hope you all enjoyed this VOD, and I'll see you all later.